unforgettable moves. Like, it was unforgettable.
I love ATL.
No bad.
Real shit. Yeah. Where you at? I love ATL.
No bad.
Real shit.
YouTube, I am back. I had to share this. It's a story time of when I first moved to Atlanta for 8 months and then came right the fuck back. I made a really recent big move and packed up from my hometown and moved to Atlanta. Why did I move randomly? I was heartbroken. I had just got out of a relationship. I think we were together about like almost a year. I don't care what nobody says. Heartbreak is one of the worst feelings.
What happened when you got your heart broken?
I did everything but die. I thought I was dead, crying like a motherfucker. You got to walk around with that shit. You looking at all your friends. You ain't happy. You ain't happy. You putting on a little smile, but you ain't happy. Fuck, you got to be happy about it.
It wasn't until New Year's of like 2019, I believe, where I went out with my homegirl and I knew from the pregame. I was like, somebody literally told me to not pregame too hard, and yet
Who the fuck that was?
I'm here. Can I make it? I blacked out. I blacked out that night, and a few other. And I was reaching a point of just turmoil. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I need to focus. I need to be motivated again. I lost all motivation. So what do you do to fix heartbreak? You move across the country. Duh. I'm looking for Atlanta networks, connections, networks. Yeah, I'm looking for any reason to just be in Atlanta and thrive. I moved out there. I literally moved within 1 week. I just booked a one-way ticket too, left my car and everything. I did it broke. And that is the biggest don't. Don't move to a new city with no money. It actually started with 4 of us living there, so it was really like a big ass frat house for creatives. Moved out there, got a little situated, and I don't know, we was really getting into our creative bag. I had to step out of my comfort zone. Like, as soon as we got there, we started working on content. I started off strong and I started promoting myself as an ATL caterer. I was pushing my brand Kitchen Kitten really heavy, and I was promoting like pop-up plates or also catering intimate events. I got booked the first week of moving out to Atlanta for a Super Bowl party, a private catering for a Super Bowl. We did a brunch. It was about like 10 people, and we did a brunch for them as well as dinner. That was fucking lit. It was lit because, you know, it was just so early within me moving across the country and just using social media. But of course, it wasn't until I moved to a new city that I realized college, more so Grambling, that we're so connected. Like, it's insane. 30-day muffin top challenge. I'm crying. Was like Atlanta already is kind of family like based, you can tell, a lot more kind of connected than what I'm used to. And I finally got that feeling. It was just like something to remind me of, you know, that I'm not alone out here in this whole new city. As I'm getting more situated, I realized like this was another big don't. You don't move to a new city without transportation. I had my car originally, it was like a little Kia Soul back at home before I moved, but we sold it. Why did I get a Dodge Charger? I don't know. That shit was big as hell. I was really whipping that bitch 12 hours down the highway. I was insane. I was in Atlanta whipping. That car fit my mood then though. It gave me, I was just feel like a little boss in that bitch. So now I'm mobile. I'm moving around Atlanta now. Like, what's up? I started looking for a job. I feel like it's a lot easier to find a job in Dallas, especially one that's not in your usual field, like a corporate one, than it is in Atlanta. I first found members only in Atlanta, and I was like auditioning to be a bottle girl. But it was some thick women in there. They didn't choose me, y'all. They chose other bottle girls to start or to do the first launch or opening or whatever. So I left. I don't like being rejected. Left members only, and then I found a job at Brooklyn Kitchen and Lounge. Shit. Whoo, Brooklyn. I can't explain the headache that I got from that damn job. So Brooklyn Kitchen and Lounge was smack dab right in the middle of downtown. And me and my roommate worked there. We were servers slash bottle girls, I guess, but really mainly servers. And I love that place though. I do miss it. I met a lot of people. You in the hookah lounge or you in the nightlife kind of vibe, so you're gonna know about the other areas. That shit set me off. And I had just got a car. Oh, I did exactly what they told you not to do in Atlanta, and I got lost in the sauce. I don't even know how soon it was, but I randomly hosted what was supposed to host like a night at one of the clubs. I started going out. I went to Sweet Lounge, went to Rose Bar. Rose Bar was my favorite. Something about Rose Bar, like the vibe there, it was just right. We would go to Kebab Land right after Rose Bar, and they had this fire ass salmon over rice. Everything stayed open till like 4 to 5 to 6 a.m. Shit's in Dallas close at 2. I know they say other cities never sleep, like New York or whatever, but I am willing to bet money that Atlanta needs to be considered one of the very top few that does not fucking sleep. Everything is open till 3 a.m. Everything is open every day. Where else did I go? I went to Alibi. That was a fun night. One of my friends took me to Follies. He took me to this fire-ass African place that's like after hours. And oh, I fell in love at Follies. Like them little hole-in-the-wall spots in Atlanta were lit too. Royal Peacock, what was another one? Bench warmers. I don't know what it was. I cannot explain it. I can't explain why the version of lit in Atlanta is totally different. Even moving across the country and even having a fucking blast, I was still heartbroken. I was still sad. It's pretty much when the hot girl phase became about. Hot girl phases are dangerous, and they're hella dangerous for me because I'd be like, let's go, let's get it lit. So I wasn't denying no dates because again, I'm in hot girl phase at this point. I went on so many dates. I was moving at the speed of lightning. I remember getting like messages even on Instagram and stuff like, damn, you lit. Y'all out again? I was hookah'd out. I remember coming to Dallas, was like, I'm not going if ain't no hookah. How y'all ain't got no hookah? It was to the point where I wasn't cooking anymore. I wasn't any kind of motivated to pursue a personal brand. It was just like, shut up. I was trying to function. So what goes up must come down. You can only be so lit. You can only have so much fun. I was tripping. I was going out every night. Lit, partying, shots, let's get it. Acting as if I don't know that shit was gonna hurt. So I'm here to go ahead and make a formal resignation from Hot Girl Summer. Oh my God, moving to a new city.
Shout out to everyone leaving all their friends and family to start a new life in a different place that they've always dreamed of going. I'm only 2 hours in, this shit's hard as fuck.
It started getting a little dangerous. It started getting a little bit too much. And you know, I was working real late hours in a brand new city. I remember walking out of Brooklyn and my car was broken into, and I was like, seeing that happen then, it was really something that stuck with me and was just like, oh shit, girl, you know, we in Atlanta. You need to chill. Yes, I have a whole second look, but I could not finish recording in one night. After the car break-in and just kind of realizing how fast I was moving, not only that, but if you're not financially mature, moving to a new city is incredibly expensive. It really can be, especially if you have the willpower or the ability to do it on your own. Luckily, I had roommates, so I moved down there with friends that had just recently moved from Dallas. So I was a little bit more fortunate. I took on more than I could bear by moving out to Atlanta. I would always say that the lesson that I learned was to be intentional. I moved to Atlanta because of heartbreak. I didn't move with the idea of how I'm going to operate, how I'm going to pursue my purpose out there, you know, like what does that look like? And especially financially, you know, I just wasn't mature enough for this. be very clear of what the hell you want from a new city before just jumping up and moving. I regret that though. Not regret, I understand it now because I had to learn one way or another, but Atlanta had so much opportunity. It set me back. Moving to Atlanta for 8 months and doing that shit set me back. And it was embarrassing. I announced it on Instagram. So many people were like, I could see Atlanta being a good fit for you. I mean, people was really like showing how much, you know, support they had behind this move. And to go out there and just fucking, I had to come back to Dallas and put my head down. I went straight to work. I did nothing but just promote positive work-related content. We ain't finna talk nothing personal. I didn't go out for fucking like 2 years. So much I learned in Atlanta, so much I love about Atlanta, so much I wanna dive back into. Even though I have to say, of course, it was ghetto as hell. What do you mean? Like it's Atlanta. I went to an HBCU, so I'm kind of familiar with being around predominantly Black culture. This was a different level. I just know that the next time I go back out there, I'll have so much more to, you know, to really give. Thank you, ATL. Definitely one of those unforgettable moves. Like, it was unforgettable. So I'm gonna do a many more story times. Let me know if you guys like this, what all you wanted to hear, what more you wanna see, and all that good shit. ATL, ho.